So how would you like a skincare program that actually stands the test of time? Well, in today's video, I'm going to talk about my skincare because I really do believe that it stands the test of time. It's my holy grails, it's my classics, and I love them. And then I have a new exciting product for you that I want to show you. And it is very cutting edge. I'm super excited about it. That's why I called it Classics to Cutting Edge. So let's get started. If you don't know me, my name's Adele. I'm 71 years old and I'm always looking for something to help my skin look the best that it can and also to stay as healthy as it can as we get older. So I'm going to go over some of my classics, like I said, my holy grail, some of the things I'm still using. I'm going to skim over them kind of fast because I've done other videos where I went into much more detail about every product. I even did a video with a simple skincare routine with just 3 products. So, with that being said, you can always go back and check those other ones. But for today, let's just kind of do a little bit of a recap. Excuse me. So I use Hydro Boost Neutrogena, and that's just to cleanse my skin in the morning. It's very simple. It doesn't script the skin. It's easy. It's inexpensive, and it comes in the gel and also a lotion, depending on what type of whether it is and how your skin is behaving. You can switch off, and it's cost effective. I don't think you need anything really intense when you're cleansing your skin. You wash it right off. That's my opinion anyway. And then I always use my vitamin C serum, which is Timeless. We're going to talk about several products of Timeless because I love the brand. I'm not sponsored, but this is just something I use. I'm going to put the links down below. I sometimes get it on their site and I sometimes get it on Amazon. I like the big bottle. So it just depends on what's on sale. So I put that on next. Then I always put on my Matrixyl 6, which this is 6 different peptides, and that's why they call it Matrixyl 6. I love this product, and I put that on next. The next peptide, only 2, okay, the next peptide is I put on Coenzyme Q10. Now, Coenzyme Q10 is an energizer for the skin. It has ATP and it's adenosine triphosphate, which actually revs up the skin's renewal, kind of like those machines that we use that stimulate our muscles. So I love this. I put it all over. You can even put it on your eyelids. It's fantastic. And then I just really follow it up with a good sunscreen. I've talked about sunscreens before. You've got to have a good sunscreen. And I use this Korean product called Mild Up by Mr. G. I love this. Again, cost effective. And that's what I like about it. It's simple. It's cost effective. Sometimes I will use Elta MD, which is a fabulous product. Any of their products are great for sunscreen, but it's a little bit more expensive. If I'm out and I'm going to be in the ocean or swimming or sweating a lot, I will choose one of these. This is a 50 SPF, as well as this is the Mild Up by Dr. G. So I use that. And at the nighttime, I use my, I don't have it here, but I use my Take the Day Off by Clinique. It comes in a little jar, and it's like a balm, and it's oil-based, so it takes off all the makeup. And then I do a double cleanse with the product here that I use in the morning, the Hydro Boost. And after that, I again only put on these 2. The 2 peptides. I don't use the C, obviously, at night. And then I follow up with a moisturizer. Now, at night, I will use my Olay Regenerist. It goes down 12 layers deep. It's scientifically proven to work. I find it really works well. And I put that all over my face. And then on my neck, I use another one of their products, Olay. And I put on, it's called Retinol 24. And this is fantastic. I put it on my neck. You can use this all over your face at night if you want. I just happen to use other products, and I also use Retin A, which I'll talk about in a minute, but a couple times a week. And so I would use this. But if you want to use Retin A, Retin A is one of the things that have been proven for your skin to make it really look 10 years younger. It might take a year or 2. It's a slow process when you have to get a prescription. But I think that is one of the things that have been proven, and it really does reverse the signs of aging. It's a little bit, you know, harder to use because you have to start very slowly and you have to be patient. And if you want to do that, you can get a prescription from your doctor or some of these Medi clinics that you can get, or the telemedicine. You know, they have these different ones. I think they have Muesli, they have Medi, alloy, I think it's called, and you can take pictures of your skin and they will mix up a prescription for you. I get mine from the doctor, my dermatologist, at the drugstore, but I've thought about trying that too. Now I use that about once or twice a week at night, and when I use that, you know, I just leave the other stuff out, but until I tell you about the new product I'm going to talk about and why. But I use that, and I find that now, I don't know why, but I cannot use it every night like I used to, or every other night. Our skin really does change over the years, or over different times of our life, or hormones, or, you know, no matter what's going on. So I think that it's important that you just look at, you know, how you're reacting to it. I've had to cut down on my retinol. I don't know why, but it will irritate my face if I use it too much. So I use it once or twice every night. I don't want to start acclimating all over. So it's like that was too much. So I just do it, you know, the couple of nights a week. So that's what I use. I use that maybe, you know, a Wednesday and a Saturday. And that seems to work well for me. And then don't forget, in my skincare program, which are my holy grails, this may not seem like a cream, but I have to use one product, and I swear I should be the spokesperson for this product. I'm not. I'm not an affiliate, nothing. I don't even know if they have affiliates, but I do know they follow me, though. I think they heard me talking about them once. For 40 years, I have used Frownies. I am not kidding you. The very second video I ever did on my YouTube channel, I talked about Frownies. You know, I was very young, and I was driving in my car, in my convertible, and had the top down, and I knew my hair was blowing in the wind, and I looked over and I had this like line right down the middle of my forehead. It's kind of like an indentation. And my brother, one of my brothers has it too, so I think it runs in the family. My dad had a little bit of that too. So they gave me that. But I was pretty mortified, and I started to look at, you know, because I was going to Hollywood to do some work. So I was driving into LA, and I said, what do these Hollywood people use? And believe it or not, they use Frownies. So at night, I put one here, then I put one here, and then this one goes again on the other side, and I just make a, you know, a little band of this Frownie, and I wear them. I used to wear them every single night, but I wear them probably once or twice a night, because a week, because, you know, I want to have my skincare seep in, and sometimes they don't stick that way. So, but I still use them. As I've said before, my husband can vouch for it because he finds them on the pillows all the time, but I try to pull them out real quick in the morning, you know, so nobody's seeing me with the Frownies. However, you know, my children know about them. They'll ask me, Mom, you know, what are you doing? And have I ever tried Botox? I have, right here in the past, I mean, way in the past, and it doesn't stay. And if you do use it, and that's the only place I've ever used it, is right in the middle. Nothing here, nothing any other place. I've heard too many weird things about that. But that's it. And if you do use it, it will help to keep it going longer, because I've recommended these to everybody. A little box of Frownies in your skincare routine. I have not tried the they have them, they're called Rinkies, and they go here, but I'm seeing this kind of, I don't like it, around the mouth, you know. So I might start trying that, but I remember trying them years ago and it was very uncomfortable. I actually didn't need them then, but you know, as time marches on, you got to get inventive. So I may start trying that. Then I added a couple of new tools to my program. I added the Ziip, which I like. I do use my new face, but I've just been using this one, and I like it because it has the nano current as well as the stimulation. It has both, and this nano current is, you don't feel it, and it's supposed to rev up your skin and put information in your skin. So Again, not sponsored, nothing like that, just something I'm using to, you know, check it out, and I'm enjoying it right now. I still have my new face, which I've been using for years, and I may be switching over, but I've been trying this for several months, and I'm kind of liking what I see. So I'll keep you posted on this one. Then I started doing microneedling, and I am seeing a difference with this. I've been doing it for about maybe about 7 weeks. I do it every Sunday, and it does seem to feel like I've got, you know, plumper skin. They say that you can get about 400% more collagen. Well, that's all I needed to hear, right? So I started doing that. So this is another thing that I have been using. And, oh, and I forgot to tell you, I went right into my sunscreen, I'm sorry, before I went into my moisturizers. The moisturizer that I have been using is, this is kind of a new one from my last video. My last video, I used the CeraVe PM, and I use it in the daytime. It's fantastic. It has wonderful things, ceramides in it, all these great things. So I use that, inexpensive too. But I started using e.l.f. Holy Hydration. I love this stuff. Sorry, I had forgotten to tell you about this. I love it because it's just real, I don't know, it's just, it goes right into your skin. And it was great for the summer, you know, and it doesn't irritate me at all. Sometimes the PM, the CeraVe, it got me a little bit irritated. Why, I don't know. I've been using it for quite a long time, and then all of a sudden it did. But as the winter comes back, I might go back to that one. Or if it gets very, very dry, you can always use the Olay Regenerist, even during the day. So those are the things. Okay, now, the real reason I wanted to do this video, besides telling you about my Holy Grails, is a brand new product that I have been using for 2.5 months now, I think. About 2.5 months. And it is cutting edge. Some of you probably have heard about it. To me, you know, I had heard about it over and over, but then I never tried it. So I finally bit the bullet and tried it. And that is called DNA Repair Youth Recovery. As you can see, I'm down again. It's in a pump, which I love. This is DNA Repair. This is a product that's very different than anything that I've talked about before. It actually goes in and repairs your DNA. It has 3 different DNA repairs in it. It was put together by Dr. Daniel Roche, and he is a PhD in molecular biology and many other things. He's pioneered many things on DNA. And he came up with how to get the DNA into the skin. These are plant extract DNAs. In my layman's terms, I'm going to try to do the best I can, but I'm going to leave the studies down below on what this does. One of the enzymes, so it has 3, okay, one of the enzymes is called photolase. And what it does is it works with the light to go down and repair damage, because we cannot avoid the sun. No matter what we do, even with sunscreen, something's going to get in there. So we are damaging our DNA to some degree, and our body will repair it to some degree. This will go in there and help it. But what I love about these enzymes, this first one is activated by light. So you can actually put it on in the morning on clean skin, and then you can use, if you have an LED light like I do, my wonderful, wonderful Omnilux, you can put this on, and it activates it, and it goes right in and repairs DNA very, very quickly. So I love this. Then it activates it outside too. So you're getting less damage because it's going down there, and it works immediately. 50% of your DNA is getting repaired. You know, the DNA and the sunspots and the things we get are deep in there. They start a long time ago, they started, and then they slowly come out. So this kind of helps it, and I love that it's activated by light. Even the light in the house here, it's activated by light. So that's the one enzyme. Then it has 2 other enzymes. Those enzymes work slower, but they go even deeper, and they take about 24 hours to go into the body and start to repair the DNA from mutating and doing different things that actually damages our skin. So those two DNA repairs, they go in and they repair over the next 24 hours. That works at night. Doesn't have to have light, so it's best to have that, at night. You can put it on. You can put it on clean skin first thing in the morning, or you can put it on at night, or both. You can use it with all of your other skincare routine, except, which I don't hear very many people talking about, but I want to talk about it because a lot of my followers use the Timeless 20% vitamin C. You want to have a 15% vitamin C if you're going to use vitamin C with it in the morning, or you'll leave your vitamin C out and just, use your other things. So I can use this in the morning and then go into my other, peptides and everything. That's fine. And then the sunscreen. So you just want to make sure that you don't use your vitamin C unless it's 15%. So that's something that you want to be aware of. I don't hear anybody talking about that, but I heard that a good doctor talking about it, and I asked the company and they agreed. They said that they have a vitamin C serum, which I really want to try too, that is only 15%. So you just want to be aware of that. So you can put this on in the morning. It will eventually get rid of sunspots. It's not going to be like sunspots where we put like hydroquinone or whatever you call it, where it just fades the sunspot on the outside of the skin. It's not going to be like that, because that's very, very different. And once you stop using it, it just comes right back. This is on a very deep level, so it starts to heal it from the root cause. So it's fantastic. They also did studies on this, and it has been having overwhelming evidence of preventing skin cancer. And I will put a lot of the studies down below, so you can check that out. I also have a discount for this product for 25% off, which I will put if you want to give it a try. I'm super enjoying it. It's going to take a few weeks for you to kind of see the results and see, you didn't get the spots and everything right away. So that's going to take a little bit of a while. But I remember I put it on, and the second day I put it on, my husband said, "What are you doing? You look glowing." I'm like, "I do?" He never tells me this. I'm like, "Okay." I go, "I'm using this new stuff." He goes, "Well, I should use it." I go, No, you've got to wait. He takes all of my stuff. I have to order everything double now. So it's like, but anyway, I find this to be so fascinating. And if it will help prevent skin cancer, and people that have had skin cancer, they're actually 20% more vulnerable. It helps with, our immune system works on us if we have a good immune system. But this is going to really help you in so many ways. It's like a light moisturizer. It's non-greasy. It goes right into the skin right away. So it's quite beautiful the way it goes in. And then you can use, if you have red light, you can use a red light mask or red light, and you are just getting like a real dose of all of this wonderful photolyase, that is that DNA. And like I said, I'm going to leave all the studies down below, but this is genius. They've also found that if you use it with microneedling, because we are actually putting little holes in our body, when we microneedle, we put the little holes in, and the whole idea is to put those holes in, teeny little micro holes, so our things get in there quicker, all of our serums and things. So you can put this repair on it too. And it's pretty fascinating that this would work like that. I got another story. When I started my YouTube channel last year, I had a cyst on my chest, and I said I was going to follow up on it, and because it's been a whole story, I actually haven't followed up that well, and I'm going to do it now because some new interesting things. I started to talk about castor oil, and people were having great results, and I was putting it all over my chest, and my chest stopped being red. I was excited about that. So I thought, well, I'll try the castor oil on this little cyst. You can't see it anymore, and I'll tell you why. You can feel a teeny little thing. And it started to shrink, I have to tell you, it did. I put a Band-Aid on it every night. It used to kind of irritate my skin a little, but then I found out that Band-Aids have forever chemicals in them. Well, if you've seen any of my videos, I'm a big advocate of health from the inside out. As a matter of fact, that's pretty much my biggest passion, is the health aspect of my channel. And I started putting this Band-Aid on, and I found out it had forever chemicals. The Band-Aid brand, I don't know about the other, I think they all do. So I didn't like that. So then I just started dripping it, and it drip all down all over. So I quit using it because it wasn't going fast enough, and it bugged me. So I actually did go and have it removed. And they told me, it was from a surgeon, and he told me, you know, this is a terrible place. It's got, you know, they scar, but he's so meticulous and conservative. I'm like, if anybody can do this, and it cost me, you know, I could have just kept trying that castor oil. But so he picked it out. It was like, I couldn't believe I was doing it in the office, and I was thinking I was having major surgery. I was like, they were all covered up, and he had a nurse. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, it's only that side. He goes, yeah, you got to get it by the root. And he picked it out. And so that was that. And then it started to heal, and I would put the tape on it every day. This has been now months and months with the tape, the little tape on it. And it was getting smaller. I don't want to forget to put the tape, you know, because this flattens it out. And I saw it was, you know, it still had a mark, but not as big as it was before. So I put it on there, and something told me to try this. And the company, in the meantime, sent me their DNA repair for the body. I was very excited about that. So I started putting this on. Well, first it was this, then this. This is fantastic. It's for the body, and it does the same thing that this does on the face. This is called Omega-36 DNA Body Complex. So I'm just trying this for the last probably 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. This flattened out, this scar. I don't know if you can even see it. I don't have a camera, I have my iPhone, but it's barely there. And I will still put tape on it. But that's pretty much my update on this, you know, cyst that I had. And I'm sorry, I kind of like forgot about it throughout the time. And I was talking about other things. But I then started looking up other people that are using this phytoenzyme, and they said it has helped with scars. So that's another wonderful thing that it does. So those are all of the things that I do. And don't forget, when you're washing your face, use something soft. My other holy grail is this Wonder Cloth. They're soft. They are, you know, very, there's no chemicals. So I wash my face with this. I know I'm doing this a little out of order. So many things have gone on in the last few days in my home. So it's like I'm moving things around, and I didn't have everything right in front of me. And then, of course, I always use a great detergent when I wash my clothes, and I use something called Nellie's, and I will put it up here because it doesn't have any chemicals in it. And it's hypoallergenic, and everything is, you know, cruelty-free with animals. So I use that too, because you don't want to wash your clothes, and people don't think about that, like washing these towels, and then you wet them, and then you wash your face, and then the chemicals go right back on. So these are all just kind of little things besides always eating great, exercising. I know this is just about skincare, but remember to hydrate, remember to eat, you know, get rid of the fake foods, hydrate your body, and exercise. And there you have it. I think you're going to have beautiful skin, you're going to feel good, and let's be forever young together. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you'll give this a try. Remember, I have 25% off on this, and give it a try. Everything will be down below, and all the studies on this amazing DNA. I mean, I just think it's a fantastic thing. So I'll be using this along with everything else. I hope you give it a try. What are you using? Do you have a cutting edge product that you use? I'd love to hear. So I will see you on my next video.